Hey guys, so I know it has been a while since I was making these videos, and I know when I was doing them regularly, I was so blessed by the overwhelming support through it all. And when I backed off some, I know quite a few people asked me why and how I was doing, and I very much appreciated that. And it was more just to take a break because although it was very therapeutic for me to talk about it, and I know a lot of people were following our journey. It was hard. It was hard to relive the day to day and the things that we were going through, and honestly, just crying regularly. It was hard to do that, and I know that although it's okay to be sad, and that's a message that I've tried to share with everybody, is whatever you're going through, being sad is a real thing, and it's important to feel those emotions. But we were always focused on moving forward and always remembering Bubba and how much we loved him. We'll always love him, and he was such a part of our family. But it was really important for us to not be stuck in that sadness, or at least not to let it overwhelm us. And so we took a break from these videos. But today is really important, and I will most likely start crying later, so I apologize in advance, but I'm going to try really hard to make it through without. Sorry, I almost did it right there. But today is our 1-year anniversary. So today marks 1 year that we made it through from everything that we struggled with last year. And so I just couldn't let the day go by without circling back around and just saying, thank you for all the love and support through the last year. It was definitely, one of the hardest years that we went through. There was a lot of change, there was a lot of hurt, there was a lot of heartbreak, but there was so much love shared, and there was so much memories made and things experienced and learned and felt. And although it was hard, we made it through, and we made it through a really hard time. And I don't know how I would have done it without everybody who surrounded us, each and every day, just to be present, just to love us, just to support us, just to let us know, whatever we were going through, that we weren't alone. And there were a lot of milestones in this past year. The day-to-day initially, then Bubba passed away on this day last year, so April 11th, 2016, and right after came Mother's Day, which for anyone who doesn't have kids, your pets are like your kids, so that was really hard just a month later to celebrate with only Chloe. Although Chloe has just been phenomenal throughout all this. I know she misses him, and I know for a while she was looking for him, and it's hard to explain. I couldn't imagine, I have 2 sisters, how you could lose your sibling, and they're your rock through everything, and then just one day they're not there. So I know that she struggled, and I don't think about it. I don't know if it's just a girl thing, but for example, with dresses, if you only wear a dress once and it's not for a major occasion, you might not wash it right away. And I remember, I forget what the event was, but I put on this dress, and I remember Chloe just being like all over me, and I couldn't figure out why. And it finally hit me. That was the dress I wore last year when I was going to Easter service, and I visited Bubba right before Easter service, and I remember sitting with him and snuggling with him, and he was just all over that dress. So I remember that, and I remember that being really hard, and she was so excited, and I know she remembers him, and stuff around the house. Even though I try and wash it, you don't get everything, and every now and then she catches a whiff, and you can tell something changes, and she remembers, and she gets excited. But as hard as it is, I'm definitely really grateful, because I don't ever want him to be forgotten. He was such a big part of this family, and we love him so much, and we miss him. And although it was a hard year, today is definitely a day of celebration. Even though I'm crying, don't be misled. That we made it through, and I know things are only going to continue to get better, and we're going to get stronger. And although it was hard, when Chloe turned 8 this year in January, because that was Bubba's birthday last year. He turned 8 in February, and right before everything turned. And so of course psychologically, you know, she turned 8, and everything in me is just watching her every move. Like, you're okay, everything's okay. We're not gonna experience the same thing that we did with Bubba, because it's a different situation, but psychologically it's still hard. But we're doing good, and she's doing good, and she is just phenomenal anywhere that we go. And she's able to come. She just is such a lover and friend to everybody. They just want to meet her and pet her, whether it's a nursing home or work or the park. She sure loves her mama, and she definitely does not want to leave my side, but as long as we're together, she's such a good listener, and she's very fashionable. She's kind of hiding behind me. You might see her back there in her Easter bandana with all the Easter eggs on it. But you know, it's been a big day for us, and so I just wanted to share. I wanted to share where we're at and how we're doing. And although today brought back a lot of memories and a lot of emotions, you know, we are doing really good, and we're grateful for that. So again, I just want to thank everyone for their love and support throughout this whole year. Although there were a lot of hard times, there were also a lot of good times. And I know there are a lot of people who have struggled with similar situations, whether through an unforeseen illness or just in general losing a loved one, whether pet or not, who have reached out to me. And I really appreciate knowing that our journey was able to help you in some way, and just you sharing your journey and letting us be a part of it. It's not easy, and whether our stories are the same or not, having someone to listen to support you and just be there for you, you know, for encouragement and love, it makes all the difference. And you know, I'm headed into a really big week, and I'm having actually surgery this coming Monday, April 17th, a full hip replacement. And so there are tons of stresses and emotions surrounding that, which probably makes this day even bigger, just because all the emotions are already heightened. But you know, it's been a blessing to be surrounded by so much love and encouragement throughout it all. You know, just little reminders that not even just by me and my family, but by friends of ours, and you know, that they remember Bubba and they love him, and that means so much to me and my family. So I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for this past year and every part of it, whether you reached out to us, whether you you know, just said a prayer for us silently, whether we were in your thoughts or anything. We thank you for it, because it definitely made a huge difference. It was felt throughout every piece of our journey. So we hope everyone's doing well, and that you're having a great 2017 so far, and for celebrating with us, just life in general, but especially today, our 1-year mark of losing Mr. Bubba, because we just love him so much, and he's always going to be remembered and a part of our family. And you know, it's a big milestone, and we're grateful for all that's happened and all that's ahead, and we appreciate you being a part of our journey. So thanks so much, and we hope you're having a great year so far. Okay.